Welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm here with Steve Wilmot from the Heritage Classic Foundation and the RBC Heritage, and obviously we've just wrapped up the 51st tournament. Amazing.
It seems like weeks ago, but it was only 10 days ago, and it's amazing where this community was. But we're all in the debrief recap mode right now to for all the takeaways, the good, the bad, and the different, and
right.
We're planning for next year already.
Right. Well, so I think probably some people probably think, oh, now he gets a chance to rest for a second, but not really. What are you doing right now?
No, and actually it's interesting because if you ask any of the staff, and these couple weeks are the toughest couple weeks. There's no cameras, no action, no excitement. When are you moving the porta johnies? Where are my cars? When am I getting paid? And all these things need to happen. And if you look at it, you have a whole year, if not more than a year, to execute a plan that happened 10 days ago. But it takes a couple weeks to tear down,
sure.
But there's a lot that goes into us pre-planning and for next year and future years after that.
Right. Well, so let's talk about every year. It seems like it does get bigger and better and more fun, and I don't know, it's just great. So, but what are some of the takeaways that you had from this year? What were some of the new things that you did that you really enjoyed, and what are you thinking about for next year?
Well, one thing that we've learned too is just because you've done it away 5 years ago, let alone last year, might have been right, but doesn't mean it's right now. And
right.
Was it good? Could we do it different? Is there a way to do it better, or do we even do it at all? But this year we did add food trucks. It was a little bit of something to test the market with added value to our spectators. We try to clean up the site as much better and make it more efficient for our spectators too. We worked on our parking plan, we worked on transportation, some challenges we've had in the past. We had one of the, if not the biggest days we've ever had on Saturday, and it was a challenge in some areas when you have that many people, but it was also a great day by our spectators, and they thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, I will say, from walking around as a spectator, because I was there all 4 days, I really felt like the flow was great. I mean, I didn't feel like there was a lot of bottlenecks anywhere. I mean, I really felt like you had a chance to really see the tournament.
Well, from a staff side, from our volunteers, from working with the community, our town leaders and all too, we look at we look at all the aspects of our operation, and having the great field that we have, which was one of the right. strongest fields we've had, it spreads the field, the course out too. Good clubs. Yeah. So you have Jordan over here, you have Dustin over here, you have Tommy Fleetwood there. It kind of spreads the crowd too, which works in our favor. But
sure.
It's a true compliment, testament to the tournament itself, that these players wanted to be here and wanted to perform, and one of the premier events in the world, and it happens to be in our community, which I'm very honored and blessed to be a part of.
Absolutely. And I think you consistently hear from the pros that this is one of their favorite places to come, because it's such a great family place. It's a great place to be.
Yes, the week before us is the premier event in golf and the Masters, and there's so much pressure on the players and playing up there, but they come down here. It's a 3-hour trip. We have Jim Nance on video saying the best 3 hours in Augusta is to drive to Hilton Head, and it's true. For the players, let alone CBS, and they come down, they unwind. It becomes a family atmosphere, a little bit of a vacation. They get to play for over $1 million in this wonderful community on one of the top golf courses in the world.
Right.
It's a win-win-win for everybody.
Absolutely. And I understand there was some kids, some students from Clemson and USCB that were conducting some surveys. What kinds of things were they looking for?
Well, every 5 years, and this would be the 5th one that we've done, is it's really an economic impact study, and we work with both universities and ask questions about repeat visits, how often, their experience, their takeaways, the good, bad for our food and beverage offerings and all, and we take all this data and to use. Now, one of the biggest parts of it is the economic impact, to be able to show just not this community but the state of how important this event is to this area.
Yeah, really interesting stuff. So, do we have dates yet for next year?
We sure do.
Of course we do.
Yeah. So, actually, and that's a whole story in itself too. We usually, there's a wiggle room in our contract how we could be 3 weeks prior to the Masters or 3 weeks after, but we know where we are, and we did get our dates recently, and it's April 13th through the 19th. April 12th is Easter Sunday, so we'll be the week after, but it's April 13th through the 19th. Okay, well, Plaid Nation, start your countdown. We're getting ready for next year. Thank you for being with us, and I know we're going to get updates throughout the year, so it's always Absolutely.
Great to see you.
Well, we appreciate this support from WHHI as well. It's a partnership and a great relationship that we have here.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And we'll be right back with more Talk of the Town.